I found a knowledge claim would be the most obvious choice isn't always the easiest. So that I took that from the example that they used in the video about the fish. There's like, I think they say, how's the water? And then the other fish responds, what's water? Even though they're in water, because although you're surrounded by obvious choices, although you're surrounded by everything you're supposed to be, doesn't mean you're actually acknowledging these things. And like, they live in water, but they don't know water. So we're living in societal ignorance or bliss. And you have to acknowledge that in order to be creating the opinions and be creating the things that they're, acknowledge that there are certain things that, although it may be obvious, it's not directly in front of you. And this one, I kind of want more like clarification. If you guys can like help me build that, because I feel like it's a pretty kind of vague topic. But yeah, that's what I got.
I liked it and I agree with it, but I also believe that, I mean, there are like obvious things that a lot of people don't think about. But if you don't know, if you don't know, then you can't not know it's obvious. Does that make sense? Like a fish in water, they don't know they're in water. They're just like, that's just where they live. So they would like just be like, well, I have no idea what you're talking about. So something around those lines is what I'm trying to say, but I can't like
ignorance is bliss kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess, but not really like, because if you tell them and you explain it to them, I'm pretty sure they'll see the other point of view, but because they don't, that's the issue. Does that make sense? I just don't know how to explain it very well.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm coming from too. Like I get what I'm trying to say, but it's not clear. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
But I'll definitely look at that one a little bit more. And if you guys have any more
can you repeat the knowledge claim so I can give some input on it?
Yeah. So I kind of made it from a different thing. So the most obvious. All right. So, and then I took that from their claim that the most obvious important realities are the ones that are the hardest to think about. That's their claim from the video.
I personally do agree with that. I agree that because there's obviously always there's always the hard choices you make in life, and those which the hardest choices are usually the ones that push you and challenge your stuck beliefs about yourself and about the world around you. As you notice that those are the ones that we typically try to avoid answering. We always try to avoid answering the hard questions because we don't want to. When, however, it's really important to think about those hard questions, to really analyze ourselves and the world around us. So I do agree with that.
I guess now I'm thinking back, you can also connect it to like how they said that what was his name?
Yeah.
No, the
Cypher.
The bad guy.
Cypher.
Cypher, yes. He like it was kind of like, what would you choose? He created the question like, would you live in bliss? Would you just pick I don't know which pill is which, but would you pick the pill that lets you just live?
No, the blue pill.
Life? Yeah, rather than having the knowledge and knowing that this is all a lie. So it's kind of like, obviously you should get the knowledge and do that, but that is a lot harder than the choice of just going into bliss, waking up the next morning and forgetting all this ever happened. So although it's right, it doesn't it doesn't mean it's easy.